These aloo pies are so delicious and super simple to make. So today I'll show you a step-by-step tutorial on how I made mine. First we'll go through our list of ingredients, which includes flour and yeast, piece of lard, some baking powder, and I am adding some cornmeal. This is not traditionally added, but you know I'm not going to use the white flour. You can omit it. I have some homemade seasoning powder, some sugar, and some salt. So we're going to assemble it now. So to the flour and yeast, I'm adding in all the ingredients that we just went through there. And we're going to mix everything to make sure it's well combined and evenly distributed in there. Then we're going to go in with the lard, a little piece of lard, and we're going to mix that in the flour until it has blending very well with the flour. And now we're going to add in our water and we're going to mix this up to make a medium texture dough. Then we're going to cover it and set it aside to allow it to raise. In my pot I have about 6 medium potatoes. We're going to place that up to boil, and here I have some chive, flavoring pepper, some band onion or shadow benefit weed. I have an onion and I have few cloves of garlic, and we're going to chop that finely. You can use a food processor if you have one. I don't. Now potato have been boiling for quite a few, so let's test them. The fork is going in, so it's fork tender, it's cooked. It's time to remove them from the water and to mash them. I like to add a bit of butter to my potato when I'm mashing them. It's not necessary, but I like to do it. Once we have completed mashing those potatoes, we're going to add in some of the seasonings we prepared before. So we're going to do layered seasoning. So we're going to put some in here and we're going to leave some to fry. We're also going to add in at this point some black pepper and some salt. We're going to mix that up and we're going to give it a taste. Once it's good, we're going to move on to the next step. Into my skillet, I'm placing some oil. I'm using olive oil. You can use any type of oil that you wish. We're going to place in our geera and allow it to burn for a bit or to cook for a bit before adding in some garlic. I like to leave the garlic in there just for a little while. It gives it some flavor. We're not going to burn it, but we're going to give it a little color before adding in the rest of our seasonings in there. We're also going to add in a bit more salt at this time. And then we're going to add in the potatoes that we had fixed before. We're going to give that a good mix in there because you want everything to be evenly coated, because remember we have geera in there. It's going to change the color of the potato, and once you're satisfied that it's well coated, you're going to remove it. Once it's removed, I like to put a little hint of geera in it. The reason why I do that is to give it different layers of seasoning, and I do not particularly like the strong taste of the geera, so I do not put all the geera. When I'm finished, I burn some of the geera. So you can choose where you want to put in that geera. Now our dough is ready, and we're going to make it into smaller dough balls. Allow it to rest for 5 minutes once we have made the smaller dough balls. And then we're going to open them out and we're going to fill it with the potato filling. We're going to put a generous amount in there, but make sure that you can close the dough at the end. I close it by bringing the center together. First pinch it and then work my way around it. Sometimes I use a fork to complete the sealing process. That's to press to the ends, because sometimes they may burst in a pot, or you can fold down the ends. I'm sorry I didn't think about showing you how to do that in this video, so I apologize. Next, we're going to place up a pot of oil on the medium heat. We're going to open out our pies further, and then when the oil is hot enough, we're going to place them in there. We don't want this heat to be extremely hot because we need the pies to take their time and cook so that the inside will not be raw. But at the same time, we don't want the heat to be too low because they would oil soak, and we do not want that. So once they have cooked on one side, you know it's time to turn it on the other side, and once the other side is cooked, you remove them and place them on bounty in a colander to drain. This is what the inside of my pie looked like, and they were super delicious. Hope you enjoyed my video. God bless you. I love you.